So yesterday I forgot to add a another topic, but it came to my mind last night when I was sleeping. Hold on, let's turn some lights on in here. Let's turn some lights on. Let's get the party going a little bit, even though it's the morning. I don't want to be shy. There we go. All right, so um, I just wanted to talk about a subject that is running rampant. It's way more rampant than it used to be. Um, and this topic that I wanted to speak about was being a good guy or choosing to be a bad boy, or whatever you want to call it, a thug, uh, real nigga, whatever people call it nowadays. Um, it's something that's kind of it's growing at an exponential rate. Of There's way more bad boys out here than there are good guys, um, and for the simple fact that I mean, a lot of times it pays to be, it pays to have that edge. You kind of have to have that edge in order to attain what you're trying to attain. Um, you know, Women, or a woman that you are seeking. Um, and this goes back to, grade school or middle school, high school, where you're just trying to win the heart of a woman. And you keep noticing that she's only going for certain type of guys. So it puts you in a bind. It makes you think, well, if she's only going after a certain type of guy, do I need to do that as well, or do I continue to just be myself? Now, of course, if you ever watch movies or you listen to he say she say, the first thing they're going to tell you is, oh no, be yourself. Love who loves you, and oh no, you're a great guy or you're a great catch. Anybody would want you. Sometimes that's probably the biggest lie that people can tell you instead of just being honest. They never say, well, no, she just doesn't know what she's doing, or she is just bad at picking men, or anything of that ilk. They never say anything like that. It's always the guy. Well, hey man, well, you just need to go for it and do this and do that. The reality is 9 times out of 10, it's very rare you meet a woman that actually is good at picking men. There's only a couple women on this earth that are actually good at selecting, and those are usually the ones that are happily married by now, or in a happy relationship. Now, I'm not saying everything's always perfect, but they're better at selecting men. Most women aren't, because a lot of times they either go after eye candy, or like I said, they go after a bad boy. They go after a little excitement, a little danger, a little spice in their life. But if you watch any of my um, if you watch any of my episodes, I always bring up things are just moments. They're moments, and they're just it's just a little quick feeling. You know, it's just a moment. You know, you have to start looking for things that last. You know, because yes, I'm sure it's intoxicating. It's like indulging in your favorite food or your favorite vice, whatever your vice is. It's like indulging in that. It's like going to get you some weed, or your favorite dessert, or sex. You're going to indulge. And it's the same way when picking people. Sometimes you're just looking at the aesthetics. Let me use that word. I know people use that a lot now. You're just looking at the aesthetics. You're not really digging deep and saying, okay, what type of person is this guy? You know, um, will he be good to me? Will he treat me right? Will he have more to him than just sex appeal or whatever? Or will he have more to him than looks? You know, Now some women, they like look, they go after, you have to have a nice smile. Um, a lot of them want you to have a nice body. Uh, you got to be over, you got to be 6 feet or taller. You have to, you know, you got to have, someone wants you to have tattoos. You got to have dreads. You got to have, but you also have to be able to be um, worldly, and culture. They have to be able to take you places and stuff. But you also have to have a thug like edge to you, and you can get arrested at any time. And just it's just a weird dynamic, and it's confusing. It really is, because what you're doing is you're making a guy choose, hey, do I just keep being a good guy and keep doing the right thing, or do I just give in and go for what I want and just be who this person wants me to be? I mean, you'd be surprised. I mean, think about how the world works. How many guys would really go after money and power and all these things if it wasn't for a woman? A lot of times these guys do things because of women. You know, most guys are designed to do things because of a woman. You know, they crave, they crave the attention of a woman. I mean, men have conquered Earth, parts of Earth because of a woman. They have killed people because of women. They have robbed, steal, they robbed and steal and attained power, all for the advances of a woman. It's crazy what guys will do. Um, and it's just something that's been going on. So I've always said that, if you really want real good men out here, it does start with the woman. Women have to decide what the standard is going to be going forward. Because trust me, whatever you say goes. Guys will follow that. If they see that that's what y'all are into, guys will start doing that, because they know that's what's going to get your attention. If you start saying, you know what, I don't like a guy that's just wearing, t-shirt and jeans. I want a guy, we only want guys that are buying suits, and dressing right, and I don't know, tucking your shirt in, and clean cut and whatnot. I mean, guys will do that. Oh well, I don't do drug dealers. Drugs are bad. Drugs, ruin kids' life, whatever. I guarantee you, most guys will get off of the block. You know, any niggas that stay on probably are looking for the attention and advances of other niggas. Let's just be honest about that. Guys are only really going to do what they feel like the movement is. Now, I'm not saying all guys. Like, guys that are independent and have their own minds, they're going to do what they want to do. But for the most part, your average guy is moving a certain way because they want to gain and garner the attention of a woman. I mean, even look at the animal kingdom. Look at what some animals do to gain the affection of another female mate. You see what the birds do when they ruffle their feathers and do all that stuff, or lions or whatever. They all do different things to gain attention of a woman, but it's never talked about as far as with human beings. So with all that being said, does it pay to be a good guy? I mean, I think it pays to be yourself and love who you are first. First and foremost, love who you are and be around the people who are like-minded, that are into the things that you're in, or that like the things that you like. Things like that. I think that's the best start if you're going to try to attract the right type of person for you. Um, don't get caught up in trying to gain or impress a woman. Women are going to want what they want. They may want one thing one day and they'll wake up another day and they're on a different flavor. It's just life. It's kind of just what it is. I don't think it's anything personal. It's just how they're wired. Some women are just like that. They might be feeling you one day and then the next day they're feeling something a little different. So you can't focus on that. You can't drive yourself crazy trying to be what somebody wants you to be. The idea is just to be who you are, and you're going to attract those type of people that like who you are. and what you do. So I always say, it's best not to always focus on the physical. You got to focus on, the energy, what type of person you are, how you feel around these people. So I'm not saying that bad boys are all bad, because you got some bad boys that still do good things, and still are good people deep, deep down. But what I mean by that is, a lot of these girls go after assholes and jerks, and they end up getting pregnant by these assholes, and they end up, being bitter and resentful of other men for absolutely no reason other than what some man did to them. And it just creates a vicious cycle. You literally are creating these assholes, though, because if you keep turning down the good guys, they eventually turn into these assholes because they think that that's what's going to get your attention. It might sound stupid to you, it might not make any sense, but I mean, hell, it's the original villain origin story. You know, it's just what they do. Um, so you got to go for what likes you. You got to go for who wants to be around you, who wants your time, who wants your attention. When most women make that clear when they want your attention, they're going to, they're going to be around you a lot. They're going to call you all the time. They're going to, want to be around you. They're going to love your presence, love your attention. Pay attention to that. Don't go chasing, a female that's, iffy, or you don't even know if she's going to want to even be with you. You know, you need to focus your attention on the one that will never make you, wonder or guess. They're pretty much up front. Uh, this was a live one, but it's still unsolicited advice. Take it or leave it.